We went to a homeschool learning group the other day, and there was 10 kids there, a couple adults, and we went to see a geologist. And so the kids and the adults learned about how they determine where they're going to mine, where they'll take core samples, the makeup of gemstones and crystals and rock. And it was really fascinating to see the outcome from these 10 different children and how differently each of them thinks. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm sharing a part of my journey to bring courage and inspire you on yours. And this was really fascinating because there was 10 kids, and the learning that they did was basically they each had a piece of paper, and the geologist spoke about the makeup of the protons and atoms which create rocks, minerals, crystals, how they're formed, and the different bonds that these minerals from the periodic table can create. And so what he did is he actually had this very, very large washer, and he had a small washer, and he gave that to each of the kids. Again, there's 10 kids here, okay? And so he tells the kids to take the large washer and the small washer and create a pattern on the page. So what he wanted was the pattern to look similar. So you're taking the large washer and the small washer, creating a pattern on the page which replicates. And so out of 10 kids, they came up with 6 different patterns. And this really astounded me, and it really shows us how each of us have this different perspective of reality and how we each live in this different version of the same whole. 6 different patterns. So there's, I can't remember all the names, but one formed a triangle, one was a cubic, one was shelf. And it was just fascinating. So when you are having a dialogue or holding conversation with somebody else, keep in mind that they have a different perspective than you. They're not going to see the same things you see unless you explain it to them in a way where they may be able to see. The reality of it is, you've never walked a day in my shoes. I've never walked a day in your shoes. And when we can finally come to this acceptance of others, that we are all different and we each have this perspective, which when we have the good intention behind it, when we're benevolent, not malevolent, when we're benevolent in nature, where we see the highest and best version in each with the potential, yet embrace the fact that we are all different, this is when you get to find your people. When you don't resonate with the same ideas and topics, you're not meant to be in that same reality with them. We can learn from each other, we can embrace our differences, yet most people get this frustration when you're trying to explain something to somebody that they're not supposed to get it. They're not supposed to, because their version of reality is different than yours. Again, in a group setting, we can learn. We can see our friend's paper, and we can see that they drew that cubic where there's 4 large washers with one small one in the middle and another small one with another 4 washers around it. And somebody else drawing 3 washers with the small one in the middle. And the shelf pattern where there's a large washer and a small washer and a large washer and a small washer, and all these different versions. And we can learn. And we can really learn to accept each other by seeing these differences and embracing that. Mwah! Bliss to each and every one of you.